fishing man, one thing you gotta understand, you ain't got no other plan when you're a fishing man. So take a leaf from my book, from the moment you get hooked, you'll forget how long it took when you're a fishing man. Yeah. Got no other plan when
Hurry up, we're up. Well, welcome back to Hooked On Tackle World. This week we're back in Townsville. We're on Northern Conquest charters and we're hooked up and fighting already. We've had the lines out for about 15 minutes and we're going to fish on. So hopefully it's something with a pointy nose. And last time we were out here we had lots of fun on black marlin, also some Spanish mackerel. Today we're going for marlin and who knows what else. There's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. But it's great when you can get out here and get some baits out and it doesn't take long to hook up, so it could be a fantastic day. We've got a little bit of wind blowing around about 15 knots, 15 to 18 knots, but when the fish are biting, who cares, as long as they're getting fish. And like I said, we're in deeper water, so we don't have to worry about reef. We haven't seen any sharks, so you just take your time, let the reel do the job. We've got a 6500 Saltiga here, more than enough, big enough reel to pull this in. And pull a 100 kilo Spanish mackerel in on this reel, and set your drag, have your drag preset, and don't play with the drag. The biggest mistake everyone does, you get a bit of drag peeling off, and what they want to do is tighten that drag up. Worst thing you can do, the drag's there for a reason. It's there, one, stop your line from breaking, stop your rod from breaking, and two, tire the fish out. And as he's pulling it off, he's using energy, and we've got nothing to worry about. So just let the drag peel off and just work him back in, and eventually you'll get him back to the boat. Nice fish. Oh, gone. Well, that's the problem you have. We just got bitten off. If you're going for marlin and you get Spanish mackerel as a bycatch, there's a good chance you'll get bitten off. Heading to the back of the boat as you just seen. So anyway, that's the luck of fishing, and we'll get some more baits out there and see if we can hook up on another one. Here you go. All right, on again. I dare say it's probably a Spanish mackerel on the sounder at the moment. We've got a nice little bait ball with some arches around it, so there could be some billfish down there as well, but the mackerel are definitely there. This is our third hookup. We are changing some rigs over very shortly. Put a little bit of wire on, that'll increase our chances by about 300%. Having that wire on there, getting these fish in the boat. Spotty. There you go. Only a small fish, so we'll get him back in and get his bigger brother or sister. All right, we'll rig this little Immortal 200mm lure up, and it's pretty simple. We've got our bit of wire here, so all you have to do is put it through, bend it over like so, and then do another 45-degree bend, and then all you're going to do, you can do it with your fingers. It's easy if you've got a pair of pliers, like I've got a pair of pliers there, and you can hang on to the edge. Just makes life a little bit easier. And all you have to do is spin that around. Spin that around. Probably about half a dozen times will probably be ample enough. And that's it there. So now what we want to do with that is don't cut the wire. Just kind of bend it off and so it snaps off. And once that snaps off, you'll see it's a lot more rounder. If you start cutting that with a pair of pliers, it's really sharp, so if you grab that lure, that little bit of sharp bit's like a razor blade, and you slice you open. When you break it off, it's nice and round, so it's not going to cut your fingers. So we'll break that off. Now we can put a little swivel on the end of that. The same thing again, we're just going to bend that over, put our swivel on there, and twist it around, and that's our lure. And that's long enough bit of wire that's going to protect us from the teeth of the Spanish mackerel. And you don't want to start losing fish after fish because you use a mono. So we have to have that wire on. There's a lot of mackerel around at the moment, and these little lures, these style lures, they've got a great action, and the mackerel really do love them.
While you're on the web catching up with all the latest fishing info, jump across to the Hooked on Tackle World Facebook page to see what the crew are up to, including all the latest product reviews, fishing reports, photo galleries, competitions, and much, much more. That's facebook.com/Hooked on Tackle World. Coming up on the show, can the boys turn it around and land some fish? That's after the break on Hooked on Tackle World. Jump online and download the brand new Hooked on Fishing Mate app. It's available through iTunes for all iOS devices and also on Android. Not only does this great app show you all the weather data for a week at a time, it also has the incredible fishing log, which stores all of your catch data, including location, size, barometer, and even moon phase of each and every fish. Then you can share your fishing logs with friends. Don't miss it, the Hooked on Fishing Mate app.
We're on again, and this is on our Immortal Strata lure, so it didn't take long, and I dare say it's a Spanish mackerel. We've got wire on this, as we've shown you before, because they do have some pointy teeth, and we don't want to lose any more gear if we don't have to. There goes the lure. Well, there goes another mackerel. It's so frustrating. Even though we've got wire on our hard body lure, sometimes they just don't hook up properly. Well, we've just seen where he was hooked. He was hooked just on the side there, so he swiped at it. It's only got in the face, and like Chris just said, he's very lightly hooked, so it must have just got him on the side, and it was just a matter of time. Anyway, well, there's our lure, done a great job. A couple little teeth mark in it, as you get off Spanish mackerel. We'll get him back out there, and through this area is a lot of fish, so it won't be long and we'll get this hooked up again. Well, now we're moving into the reefs. We're going to have some fun with some trevally on jigs. Alright, well, we've just dropped a few fish. We've had no luck today on the Spanish mackerel, so we've just come across a school of fish on the sounder. Looks like they're trevally. So I've got a little bay rubber here. These are great. You use these all around Australia. Drop down, looks like a little octopus. Follows the line, you'll get anything on these little jigs. These are designed in Japan, and they're designed just to put in the rod holder, let the motion of the ocean work it for you. But we're going to just jig these up slowly, and I don't reckon it'll take too long. We'll hook up to a nice trevally. Yep. Oh, dropped him. Yep. We're on to double hook up. Double hook up. First drop at a new spot. There, trevally. Why it pulls so hard. So they see it lays on its side there, and that's what you're doing, you know, that's the way it fights, and that's why it's so hard to pull these fish up. Beautiful, woo! There you go, beautiful trevally. And that's that little bay rubber. We'll get that out. And always the two hooks, they're only tiny little hooks, but most of the time you'll get the both hooks in, and they're pretty secure, and they're hard to come out. Like it fires in that bottle one. Okay, I got that. There you go. Yeah, such a good fight. They've got big lips on them, and they suck that in. Very, very strong, powerful fish. And as you've seen there, puts up a great fight. And when you usually find a few, we just found a tea leaf and whatever, you'll get tons of these trevally. The hardest thing is just fishing for them all day. You'd be absolutely buggered, but they're a beautiful fish, and but they're going back in the water.
Good job.
That was a great gold spot trevally. It really gave my little saltega a workout. Oh yeah. Right close to that bottom, right near that reef there, all that structure. And if I don't stop him, try to get him up, like that. So that reef down there is really causing us havoc at the moment. All that wreck. So had a bit of drag on that too. So because it was right next to it, I didn't have much. Oh no, just come off. Oh, there you go. So that wasn't a trevally. One of the hooks have been cut off on that. So who knows? Could have been a Spanish mackerel. Could have been a shark. So we've got one hook left, we'll get that back down.
Hi and welcome to Dave's Tackle Box. I'm Peter Leonard from Daiwa. In today's segment we're going to take a look at the new Team Daiwa X range of light tackle sport fishing rods. Team Daiwa X has always represented a step up in quality and performance in the Daiwa range, and this new updated and up-spec series is no exception. The blanks are made with Daiwa's high quality HSD graphite to achieve a super lightweight and responsive blank. A new high-tech technique called micro pitch tapering is used to give strength and maximise responsiveness. More technology comes into play with Daiwa's 3DX wrapping in the lower sections of this rod, reducing distortion when casting and giving the rod superior strength and power, while maintaining the thinner diameter blank. The use of cutting-edge technology in this series continues with the addition of the latest Fuji KR concept guides, which use the rapid choke theory. Essentially, what this does is increase the rod's casting ability by choking the line faster and getting it closer to the blank and out through the guides earlier than other systems. This is especially helpful when fishing with braided lines, as many of us do these days when light tackle sport fishing. To find out any more information about this series or any of our other products, you can find them in our tackle stores this season, or you can look up our website www.daiwafishing.com.au.
After the break, the crew hook an unlikely species on the hard body lure, and we take a look back at some reef fishing. Don't go away. Travelling through North Queensland, be sure to drop into Tackle World Bundaberg. Serving the area for over 20 years, Tackle World Bundaberg have everything you need for a great day on the water. Tackle World, there's over 50 stores throughout Australia.
We're all sitting in the cabin relaxing, and all of a sudden the line started screaming off, and we were hooked up to a sailfish on a strata lure. Can I grab that fish? Which lure is it? Woo! Bugger, the sailfish got off, but that happens a lot when you hook them on hard body lures.
Now we're taking a look back to a recent reef fishing trip aboard Northern Conquest charters. Let's start with some largemouth manigai.
All right, we've travelled about 4.5 hours out to sea. We're probably around about that 80k mark. A little bit blowy at the moment, still not too bad, but this is a spot where you get some big nanagai and big red emperor. Just going basic fishing at the moment. Some simple baits, some the good old California squid, some pili, paternoster rig, sinker, and away we go. So I've been here once before, and there's some monsters down here, so hopefully we can hook up on these tonight. Oh, God, there's some action going on at the moment. There's fish. Oh, fish coming in left, right and centre, and just had a Chinaman, another nice nanagai, and this one here, hopefully it's not a Chinaman, but whatever it is, it's putting up a great fight. And you tell you what, come out here, I've only been out here for an hour, and the fishing is just unbelievable. And this is just a start of some of the action you're going to see over the next couple of days. Here we go. Oh, that is a nice nanny. Look at that. That is a beast. Woo! Well, there you go. A beautiful fish comes over the side, but as you can see, his stomach's popped out of his mouth. Because I brought him up pretty quick, the pressure's changed, and that's just some of the, that's what happens at the end. So that's a beautiful fish, and this one's a great fish to take home. Like we said before, there's just, the action is unbelievable. Lee's hooked up in the background there, and you've got to come out on this charter. And like I said, we're only fishing for an hour, and we've got some unbelievable fish. That was a good fish, Lee. That is a beautiful nanny. I've probably got the same. There we go, getting a bit of colour. Looks like another nanny. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, that is a horse of a fish. Yeah, well, there's another beautiful largemouth nanny guy coming in over the side. And this is our first drop. That was my first hit in the bottom there to this little patch of reef, and a beautiful fish. So remember, come to Townsville, Northern Conquest charters, you won't be disappointed. And as you've seen, a beautiful diamond trevally just came in. There's a whole mixture of different trevally species down here at the moment. Starting to get a bit of colour. Find out what it is. It is. Oh well, we've got him underneath, and that's why. So a big tea leaf trevally. Good size one too. Well, we just missed this one on camera, but mate, a golden trevally. Give him a kiss. Look at them lips. They just want a kiss. Look how big they are. Beautiful fish, and a great effort by the youngster here. How'd it go? All right?
Crazy.
Crazy? You'll sleep like a baby tonight. But really good fighting fish, and to get something like that in for a little guy, you've done a great job. And massive big lips on him. And mate, we're going to get that back in the water?
Let's get him going.
Good work. Well, Lee's on a cracker of a fish at the moment. I reckon could be a good goldie. So we're finally getting some colour. It's been probably about 15 minutes, and Lee's been playing this like a little girl. And we're finally going to see what this fish is. And it looks like it's a pretty decent size. It could be a big golden. It could be even a little GT. So we just don't know at the moment.
Yeah, just before dark. And move that.
Oh, tuna. Yeah.
Oh, big dog too.
Oh, doggy, is it?
Yeah. Doggy. Well done.
Doggy.
Wow.
Lee, a doggy. Well, well done, Lee. Mate, that is pretty impressive on a gulp.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to grab that little outfit.
Still good.
Are you right there? Have you ever held a fish before? You right? Yeah.
Fine,
Now that's, you right there?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This week we're talking line, and I've caught up with Graham Clark from Tackle World Wagga. Hey Graham.
How you going, Dave?
Great to see you. Now mate, you know a lot about lines. We've got a great line here called Lexus.
Yeah, look, it really is a good line. It's runs from 4 through to 50 pound, comes in a 300 metre spool. On the spool itself, you can actually put it back into the pack so that it doesn't run around everywhere within the boat, and it's really good for that.
I've had that done before, and it ends up around your feet, around your ankles. It's just a real mess, so it comes in very handy.
Yeah, look, it's really good for that. The other big plus with this line is it's actually clear, so that when you put it in the water and you're trying to catch those finicky fish, it just disappears. So fish like redfin, yellow belly, trout, bream,
right.
It works really good on those sort of fish.
It can make a difference from having a great day or having a terrible day, so it's very, very important.
Yeah.
And what else, Graham?
Look, it comes in a 300 metre spool. It's exclusive to Tackle World.
That's right.
And look, it's one of those lines that it has really good abrasion resistance, great knot ability. When you slide the knot down, it really pulls up tight. So that's one of the real good things with it.
And that's a thing you have to be careful with, is knot strength. A lot of people go, oh, it's a great line, look how thin it is, but they don't realise once you tie a knot, you lose half your strength.
That's right.
With the Lexus line, you're not doing that.
You won't lose that sort of percentage. It's a really good strong line. It hangs on well.
Now, like Graham said, it's exclusive to Tackle World. To find your Tackle World store, because there's over 50 around Australia, jump on the net. What is it, Graham?
www.tackleworld.com.au.
To wrap up the show, Dave gets into some more reef species aboard Northern Conquest charters. That's when we return after this short break. This episode's Catch of the Week goes out to Robert Cook, who took charge of this awesome golden trevally while on a fishing trip with his mate at Cape York. Great fish, and a great location as well. Thanks to Saltaway and Swivel's original fish measures, we'll be sending you some great products. Send your best catch to hookedtv@bigpond.com for your chance to win some great gear.
Oh. Definitely. Oh. This is a good fish. Oh. Hard work, I tell you, they pull so hard, these fish. And I've got a heavy rod on, you see how that was bending. Oh, Chinaman, wow. Oh, I pulled hard, pulled like a freight train, that thing. I'll get him in, Les.
Thanks, Jay.
They fight so hard, these fish. A little bit of a tangle there, a bit of a mess. But, oh, my back is busted, and we'll get this, this tangle untied and we'll get this fish back in the water and get some baits back down there. But as you can see, a fantastic fight, lots of fun. Oh, my back is killing. Well, at the moment we've got triple hookups and it's all happening at the moment. So we'll hopefully we got this red emperor. But either way, if it's a nanny-guy, largemouth, it's going to be a great eating fish and fantastic fight, as you can see. Come on, Lee, you're just about there, mate. Keep on pulling. Here we go, here we go. Oh, nice Chinaman. Have we got an emperor there?
Largemouth.
No? Largemouth.
Jay was on again, this time a nice largemouth over the side. Jay's going to be eating fish for months.
So here we are, Chris, back on dry land. Mate, I'll tell you what, it got a little bit choppy out there. It was a bit wild and rolling around, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did. It blew up yesterday afternoon, so we retreated back to the marina where things were a little bit safer and a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it was. It got a little bit wild, but we still caught some great fish. The only frustrating side, we had two different styles of setups going. We had one for blue billfish or your sailfish and the blacks,
yep.
And then we had our mackerel rigs which have got the wire on it, but it seemed to work the opposite. The mackerel were hitting the billfish lures which don't have any wire, just straight mono, and biting us off, and then then the sailfish we hooked up grabbed onto a hard body lure.
Yeah, they grabbed the hard body, jump up and start throwing them trebles pretty easy. So yeah, it was a pretty frustrating day, but we did get to see a little bit of action.
Oh, we did. We had some fun on trevallies are great fun. They pull your arms out. I lost a few jigs
yeah.
just getting reef, but they're great fun, great sports fish.
Yeah, real good fun. Yep.
Now, Northern Conquest does a number of different charters, Chris.
Yeah, we do a fair bit of stuff out in the Coral Sea, out around Flinders, and sort of work our way up towards Cairns, Seamount and stuff like that. We also do barra charters up around Hinchinbrook. The 58-foot Conquest fits a couple of dories up onto the roof, so we go up there, do a bit of barra fishing and crabbing. And then we do a bit of deep water stuff as well, head out off the shelf and chase a few deep water ooglies, you know,
beautiful
common
groper
groper and big red emperor and stuff like that.
Big red emperor, nice coral trout,
yep.
and a number of different styles, casting poppers, trolling lures, fly fishing, you know, if you want to take a fly out, have a bit of a flick around,
yep.
And also soft plastic fishing, which I love to do out there as well.
Awesome fun, yep.
We've got two beautiful boats. We've got the 58 Conquest, the 48 Riv, a bit more luxury, which we went on,
yep.
But you have a great time when you go out in Northern Conquest charters. Give them a call and you won't be disappointed. Now, if you want to find out about the gear we use on today's show, run into your local Tackle World store. There's 50 around Australia, one here in Townsville. Go to www.tackleworld.com.au and you can find your local Tackle World store. Well, that's it for today. Thanks, Chris. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure, mate.
And we'll do it again through the year.
Yep,
You'll be watching Hooked on Tackle World. Dave Butfield, Chris Green, and I'll see you somewhere around Australia.
Hooked on Tackle World is proudly brought to you by Tackle World. There's over 50 stores throughout Australia where you can hook up with a local. Daiwa Extreme Performance Quality Fishing Gear. Alavan Boats, the innovative Pro X hull design gives extreme performance throughout the range. And Honda Marine, world-renowned Honda 4-stroke technology and a 5-year warranty on all Honda engines in the lineup. And don't forget to grab the latest edition of Photo Fish magazine. It's out now.